Barkovich, hey Ben, he's asking about, he has some flow of pigs with pelleted diets with very, very poor pellet quality. And do you have any recommendations to help improve pellet quality? And he also seen lots of stomach ulcers and things like that. And I know you love that subject there, Chad.
Yeah, so Ben, I'll tell you, I am fortunate that I live in the Midwest and I have lots of corn and lots of soybean meal around me. So it's really difficult for us to pellet. So today we're not a pelleting system, but for the viewers and people's amusement, I'll tell you a quick story. So early in my career, I worked for a feed company, and we used to make pelleted feed, right? And we'll just call, so I'm fresh out of undergraduate school and I'm the plant superintendent at this new feed mill, and I'm supervising people probably almost twice my age, right? So they took advice pretty well, not to say the least. But my question for you, this has been, is do you see a difference within the week? Because I was pained by the second week that I learned that the pellet operator, we'll call him Mike could only pellet 60 ton of feed on Monday, right? That's all he could pellet, right? But on Friday, for some reason, he would get through all 120 ton before 1 o'clock and be gone. So, it's kind of back to that classic Monday car thing. Sorry, Ben, I don't have any other advice on pellet quality than you couldn't find anywhere else, but.
Yeah, Ben said, yeah, it changed. He said it does change every week for him. And then John said it, yeah, that's classic. Yeah, it's a tough one there, right? But I guess the overall comments on those areas that as long as it's less than 20% fines, and some people even argue, I know some large systems that even say, look, I'm not as concerned about pellet quality as long as it's flowing in the lines,
Yeah, and actually, Marcio, keep conversation. I know Dan and there's some other people on the system. I think what's going to be interesting this year is that with how the corn harvest was last year, and with several of us going to corn soy type diets, at least here in the Midwest, as much as it a little bit pains me to say it is, we kind of miss that distillers for our feed flow standpoint, right? So as we start to go through summer, right, we see more of this fine powder stuff. And, I think it's becoming more difficult for the mills to maintain a good particle size or minimize the amount under 300 microns, like we often talk about, right? And so, well, I may take credit for holding those pigs down. Some of it might go just because of the amount of time that we have to beat on bins and auto feed events is becoming more. And I think that's going to be a real challenge as we move into hotter, more humid type diets. So
very interesting. Yeah, and one thing for sure there is that the data does suggest that when you pellet, you do see a little bit more ulcers, right? So